So let's do that. And then let's try that. All right. Thank you for joining today's VirtualPBX Dash training. Right now, I'm just on the VirtualPBX website. If you click Login, get you to the login page. For our Dash customers, your login's right here at the top. If you're making use of the web phone, which is only available on Dash, this is the login for that. And then below that is the vConsole login, which you only need if you're a vConsole customer. You click on the Dash login. It will load up the page. Oh, I am in the wrong spot. Let me log out of that. All right. So your login is your email address, password, and then your account name, which is usually your company name. Up to you if you want to have your browser up, remember. Okay. And now we're on our dashboard. So our dashboard gives you basically, hey, what's going on with your system? So basically a snapshot of what's going on. Basically, it's pretty standard now in a lot of modern websites. Users and agents, these are two different kinds of people on your account. Users, basically fully featured. They can pretty much do anything for the most part. They have many more features available to them. Agents are specific to people who are in your ACD queues. Their main purpose is to take calls. They can have VoIP devices only, so a soft phone or a desktop phone or the web phone, but they can't make use of cell phones or landlines, for example. And they don't have, actually, basically, I think the only feature they have is voicemail. Whereas a user, they have things like call forwarding. They can have their own hold music, that sort of thing. Your main numbers, and you may have more than two. You have your fax box number, so this is where your incoming faxes go. Total numbers, this is the number of your phone numbers that you have, and then your distribution between DID and toll-free. Devices, any kind of devices you have added on the system. Company directory, you can always download it, account ID, and account realm. Up here at the top, we have caller ID. You can always select your caller ID for a number, and then you need to make sure you probably want to put in company caller ID name. Basically, when you make an outbound call, this is the name that would show up associated with your number. Just bear in mind that not all phones support that. Not all carriers support that. So, figure 90 to 95% of the time, it's going to work fine. But you'll have the occasional call out that the person doesn't know who is calling them, or you look at you may be getting a call from a coworker at a phone, and you're like, well, why isn't the name showing up? That's why. E911 address, this is for your VoIP phones. You do need to have an actual address here. And this is basically in case someone picks up VoIP phone and calls 911, this is the address that we sent. This is mandated by the FCC, so you do have to have that. Music on hold, this is basically your default on hold music. You can always upload a new file if you have it on your computer, and then you would click on this icon here. The system accepts .wav or .wave or .mp3 files. Right now, file size is actually pretty limited. It's only at 1.5 megs. The engineers are working on that. It's supposed to be a higher file size. Excuse me. All right, let's go over to main number. So once you have a main number, you have a lot of options show up. Main company numbers, you hit the little down arrow. You can see what you have. You can add from spare numbers. So these spare numbers are numbers you have, you're just not using them. By numbers means you're just adding a brand new number. If you just signed up, your account comes with at least 2 free numbers. If you didn't pick any at sign up, you would use by numbers to add them to your account. You're not going to be charged for them, or you're not going to be charged for your first 2 phone numbers because they're included. Office hours strategy, default is 24 hours. Most people change it to custom office hours. You put a check mark for each day that you're open, and then you put your open hours in 24-hour time or in military time. Then this one last box down here, are you closed for lunch? So if your whole office closes for lunchtime, then you'd want to check this and then put your hours of your lunch hours. Next up, we have office holidays. So you can tell the system to be closed on a particular day. Just bear in mind that for those holidays that shift their date around, you're going to need to adjust that from year to year, right? Like Memorial Day is a good example. It's not always going to be May 28th. Whereas 4th of July, pretty straightforward, always on the 4th. Incoming call handling, this is how your system handles all the calls that come in on your main numbers. So they all behave the same way. They're all going to have the same greetings, is the thing to understand. So this first method is incoming call, go to your virtual receptionist. This is a link. So over here, this is your greeting. This is what your customers are hearing on no matter which of your main numbers they're calling in on. You can always change your text-to-speech message whenever you want. You can upload your own file. Again, it needs to be .wav or .mp3. You can choose from one that you've already uploaded, you already have, and you can record it over the phone. However, recording on the phone, when it says a registered phone, the system is expecting this to be a VoIP phone, so soft phone or like a Yealink or Polycom phone that you may have bought from us. You pick that up, dial into the system. It's not going to work with a cell phone or landline, even if you add it as a device, it won't accept it. And then professional recording service, we've partnered with another company called Snap Recordings. Basically, when you click on order, you'll go to their website, and you basically have all of their options. The main advantage of this is they have something like between 80 and 100 voice actors available. You have various versions of English, as well as bilingual versions. This is their pricing. And then you can also do things like have a mix of music and message, that sort of thing. And they have packages, so you can have multiple messages. Oh, let's go back to virtual reception. Sorry, didn't mean to actually do that. Over here, this is your routing options, or what people press, right? 0 through 1, actually, and star. Then where do you want them to go? Generally speaking, we suggest sending it to a user or a ring group. You want to avoid sending it directly to a device or to a media file if you can avoid it. We've had some odd behavior when those are selected. You can also send it to a voicemail box. And then as well as ACDQs. And then Smart PBX directory is your user directory. All right, second option here, incoming call, you can have it go to a user or to a group, right, a ring group, that sort of thing. And so this is where you want someone to have a chance to answer the call first, and if no one's able to pick up, then your inbound caller can go to the virtual receptionist and enter an extension number or another menu option. And then this last option here, again, user or group, typically speaking, could also go to a call queue. You want to avoid devices, if at all possible. And then if no one picks up, goes to a particular voicemail box. One thing to keep in mind, if you ever have this go directly to a user, then the system only tries to reach that user for 20 seconds. That's hard-coded. We cannot change that. And you can adjust a user feature called follow me calling to try to increase that. It won't. Still just 20 seconds, and that's it. Okay.